Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. Today, we are going to learn how to write a financial authorization letter. What is a financial authorization letter? A financial authorization letter is a formal document that grants a designated individual the authority to conduct financial transactions and make decisions on behalf of the author of the letter. This authorization typically covers a range of financial activities, such as managing bank accounts, executing investment decisions, signing financial documents, and handling tax-related matters. The letter specifies the scope, duration, and limitations of the authorization, allowing the appointed person to legally manage financial affairs within the defined parameters. Here, Writing Practices will show you how to write a financial authorization letter step by step. Check this out. First of all, write your information as the writer of this letter. You can start with your full name. Under it, write your home address. When you do it, mention the home number, street name, city, state, and zip code. Sure, you can also add your contact information like phone number and email address. And now, write the date of the letter. Yes, use the format of month, date, and year. For the next, write the details about the recipient. Write their full name. Under it, write their home address. And again, don't forget to mention the number, street name, city, state, and zip code for the address. After completing this information, now you can open the letter with a formal salutation. You can simply write, "Dear," followed by the name of the recipient. In the first paragraph, this is where you write an introduction and statement of authorization. As you see, Alex, the writer, introduces himself. And he states the authorization of Michael Davis for financial matters. Sure, you need to do the same. And don't forget to mention the effective dates. Yes, specify the effective dates of the authorization by mentioning the month, date, and year. Here is the example. I, Alex Carter, hereby authorize Michael Davis to act on my behalf in all financial matters, effective from May 1, 2024, to May 31, 2024. In the second paragraph, this is one of the most important points in the letter, which is scope of authorization. Here, you need to detail specific powers granted to Michael Davis. They are including banking transactions, investment management, financial decision-making, and of course tax matters. You may simply write, "This authorization includes, but is not limited to, the following powers." The first point will be banking transactions. The writer here states that Michael Davis is authorized to conduct banking transactions on behalf of Alex Carter. And the writer also specifies the types of transactions, including deposits, withdrawals, fund transfers, and account inquiries. And here is how you write it. 1. Banking transactions. Michael Davis is authorized to conduct banking transactions on my behalf, including but not limited to deposits, withdrawals, fund transfers, and account inquiries. And in the second point, this will be about investment management. The writer here authorizes Michael Davis to manage Alex Carter's investment portfolio. And the writer also grants authority to make investment decisions and execute transactions. Here is the example how you write it. 2. Investment management. Michael Davis is authorized to manage my investment portfolio, make investment decisions, and execute transactions on my behalf. In the third point, you may write about financial decision-making. In this letter, Michael Davis is authorized to make financial decisions on Alex Carter's behalf. And the writer specifies the authorization to sign financial documents, contracts, and agreements. Sure, you can write something like 3. Financial decision-making. Michael Davis is authorized to make financial decisions on my behalf, including the signing of financial documents, contracts, and agreements. The last point for the scope is tax matters. Yes, the writer grants Michael Davis authority to represent Alex Carter in all tax-related matters. They are including filing tax returns, obtaining information from tax authorities, and addressing tax issues. If you wanna do the same, you may simply write it this way. 4. Tax matters. Michael Davis is authorized to represent me in all tax-related matters, including filing tax returns, obtaining information from tax authorities, and addressing any tax issues. In the third paragraph, this section is for acknowledgement of legal right. It means, you need to write clearly that you acknowledge every single thing you wrote on this letter. Just like the sample, the writer acknowledges that this authorization grants legal rights to Michael Davis. In case you have no idea what to write, you may check this example. I understand that by granting this authorization, I am giving Michael Davis the legal right to represent me in financial matters. And then, the writer continues by stating that he allows Michael Davis to take necessary actions and make decisions. Sure, you have to mention specifically what kind of actions are allowed. And here is the example. Michael Davis is authorized to take any necessary actions, sign documents, and make decisions as required during the mentioned period. In the fourth paragraph, in case you have additional permissions, this is the best place to write them. In this letter, the writer authorizes Michael Davis to communicate with relevant parties. They are including financial institutions, investment advisors, and tax authorities. If you wanna do the same, you can write something like, I also authorize Michael Davis to communicate with financial institutions, investment advisors, tax authorities, and any other relevant parties on my behalf. In the fifth paragraph, this is for validity and revocation rights. Yes, you must state the validity period of the authorization. Mention it once again by writing the month, date, and year. And here is how you write it. This authorization is valid from May 1, 2024, to May 31, 2024, unless otherwise revoked in writing. After that, you can then talk about revocation of the authorization. In this sample, the writer reserves Alex's right to revoke the authorization. And when you do it, you can write something like, I reserve the right to revoke this authorization, at any time, by providing written notice to both Michael Davis and any relevant parties involved. Of course, this is important to mention and you can't skip it. In the sixth paragraph, now write about cooperation and contact offer. It is highly recommended that you express appreciation for understanding and cooperation. And you may simply write, I appreciate your understanding and cooperation in this matter. After that, invite contact for clarification or additional information. You can give your contact information like phone number and email address. Here is the example. Please do not hesitate to contact me at 555-432-1098 or alex.carter@email.com if you require any clarification or additional information. In the last paragraph, this is for the closing appreciation. Of course, you must thank the recipient for their time and attention. You may simply write, thank you for your prompt attention to this matter. And finally, you can close the letter with sincerely. Add your signature, and write your full name under it. So, that's how you write a financial authorization letter step by step. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.